Cute animal stories that broke the internet. Every year, more than 2.7 million videos are uploaded on YouTube. While most of these videos make little to no splash, some videos go so viral that they remain imprinted in our minds forever. Viral cute animal videos are the best of these, as they touch our hearts in ways indescribable. Today, we will be talking about some of the best viral videos featuring cute animals that completely took the internet by storm. These stories managed to touch our hearts and left us emotional and happy at the same time. Let's start with the story of man's best friend. A city dog's life is not as easy as people make it out to be. They sit all day inside waiting for their owners to take them out for a stroll. Well, Bonnie, the 5-year-old beagle mix, decided he had enough. He escaped from his house and went out exploring. As soon as his human parents, Peter and Paula Clozier, realized this, they were scared as hell. Even the police were called. Thankfully for the family, a man named John Wilmer spotted our young champ sitting outside the venue of a dog show and uploaded his picture asking about his owner's whereabouts. Realizing it couldn't just be a coincidence, John Wilmer took Bonnie in and registered him in the event. Peter and Paula rushed to the dog show to reunite with their sweetheart. To their surprise, there was Bonnie, bouncing on the podium, wagging his tail. He had won the third prize in Best Rescue Dog category. This story should surely be turned into a movie. Disney people, are you listening? While dog stories often go viral, there haven't been any stories regarding tortoises in a while. Well, that was up until now. Welcome to Tor Tinder, a place where tortoises help you connect with your soulmate. No, I'm not kidding. You can ask vets Erica and Jay Johnson about this. It was about 20 years ago on a wild tortoise survey, Erica and Jay met each other for the first time. And it was the sulcata tortoise Tom who helped them come closer to each other. So when their relationship reached the milestone of marriage, it was fair that they had to give something back to their favorite tortoise Tom. To everyone's surprise, Tom was made the ring bearer for the wedding. As soon as the three started their walk down the aisle, people were overjoyed to see this cute and unusual ring bearer. And guess what? They made a new record too. The record for the slowest walk down the aisle in history. The couple slowly moved forward as their tortoise ate strawberries spread on the floor to direct him in the right direction. What a sight to behold! From the slow-moving tortoise, let's move on to this adorable story of a snuggly cat. Everyone wants a cat to snuggle with, even those people who are apparently scared of them. Watch this story of Lumfonten Lumfontan of Thailand and his cat Achi, and you'll know why this is the case. Lumfonten was having some trouble sleeping and found himself gasping for air in the middle of the night quite a few times. He visited the doctor, but his lungs were working just fine. To understand his problem better, Lumfonten attached a camera to his bedside, and he was in for a surprise. As soon as he goes to sleep, his pet cat Achi would come and sit next to him. She slowly climbs upon his owner's chest and keeps a paw on Lumfonten's face to check if the owner is really asleep or not. On confirming that he was asleep, Achi would climb on his face and start snuggling. While the sinister among us might think that Achi is a serial killer hell-bent on choking his owner, Lumfonten thinks otherwise. He found all of this to be very funny and actually felt humbled that his cat loved him so much. Every animal has a personality, whether it's a cat or a sheep. One day on a morning stroll, an Australian chap spotted a new species of animal. Well, that's what he thought at least. On a closer inspection, he found out that it was a sheep which looked like it hadn't been sheared for years. He called in Edgar's mission in Australia and they agreed to take in the poor animal. As it turns out, the sheep was reported lost around 5 years ago. During these 5 years, the animal has grown 80 pounds of wool around him and was even unable to see because of the wool around his eyes. The poor animal was scared, but still didn't make a fuss as the humans began taking off his wool. The owner of Edgar's Paradise, Pam, felt that sheep knew the humans were there to help him. As soon as they fleeced the sheep, the animal breathed a sigh of relief. The sheep was named Barak, which means blessed in Arabic. As Barak became more accustomed to his new home, he grew in confidence and soon became the darling of the entire staff of Edgar's mission. This story garnered 8 million views on YouTube. Moving on from the adorable Barak, let's talk about the massive horse, Rudnick, who might be having a secret affair. When Alicia rescued Rudnick the horse, he was timid and scared. She could have never thought that one day this horse would grow up and try to steal her boyfriend. After being rescued, it took 1 year for the horse to get comfortable enough to approach Alicia. So, when Rudnick approached Brandon, Alicia's boyfriend, as soon as they saw each other, Alicia was amazed and a bit jealous, to be fair. Later one day, when Alicia saw them having fun together, she knew something was going on between her horse and her boyfriend. Jokes apart, Brandon and Rudnick hit it off as they were always meant to be. Brandon was a bit nervous when seeing this massive horse, but as soon as he petted him, all his nervousness was gone and he felt calm. As their bond grew, Rudnick allowed Brandon to take some joyrides on him. The internet was amazed at their bonding, and a certain girl commented on the video that she wished someone loved her as much as the horse loves Brandon. Now, let's talk about the most mind-boggling viral cute story that includes an alligator. Dogs, as an emotional support animal, are well known. They're gentle, kind, and smart. But as the world goes, things change pretty fast, and in the next few years, dogs as an emotional support animal may be replaced by alligators. Yes, you heard it right. Alligators. Wally the alligator has been making waves across America as the best snuggle partner. His owner, Henny, rescued Wally from a pond near Disneyland. Maybe Wally is a Disney princess hiding inside an alligator's body. Don't trust me? Look at him playing with all these kids in the swimming pool. Wally's owner, Henny, has been around American alligators for 30 years, and he himself is amazed how different and friendly this alligator is from others. Even when you put your hands inside his mouth, Wally the alligator refuses to bite. What's more, when Henny is chilling on his sofa, Wally likes to climb up there and snuggle with his human papa. Apart from Henny, Wally has also developed a special relationship with Emmy. He likes to follow this little girl around like a puppy dog and loves to get some belly rubs if possible. While Wally was a sweetheart by heart, red squirrels are sweethearts by their looks. They may look cute, but run away at the slightest hint of a human. Danny, a wild photographer, once visited Sweden where she came across a pregnant squirrel in the forest. The next day, unfortunately, she found her dead near the roadside. As Danny was burying the poor little girl, 4 little squirrels came rushing down from the tree. Danny figured out that they must be the orphan children of the dead squirrel. From that day onward, Danny visited the same tree again to make sure they survived. She used to feed them and made sure no cats came around that tree. Soon, 2 of the baby squirrels went on their own way, but the other 2 decided to stay put at the same tree where they were born. Danny named them Pear and Cheburashka. They were very confident and came very close to Danny without being scared. Danny made sure not to touch them as she wanted the squirrels to remain a part of the wilderness and live their life out there. In every way possible, she became their surrogate mother. But soon she had to return to the UK. After 5 months, she returned back to the same patch of forest in Sweden to check upon her adopted furry children. She made the sound that she used to call them back when they were very young. Soon, 2 little squirrels, Pear and Cheburashka, came to greet her. They still hadn't forgot their surrogate mother. This tells that no matter how small an animal is, they still have emotions and can form a never-ending bond with other animals, as well as humans. The last story of the day is the most heartwarming of them all. September 8th, 2022 was a sad day for the United Kingdom, when Queen Elizabeth II had passed. However, it was 12 days later that animal lovers' hearts around the world broke when the UK's Queen Lily of TikTok had passed away. At nearly 24 years old, having been born in 1999, she lived in 4 different decades and seen the turn of the millennium. She'd spent her whole life with her owner Reese, who had been her cat dad since he was 11 years old. Fans all around the world had fallen in love with their unbreakable bond and special relationship. Lily was known for her cute waddle walk and always being particularly chatty with her dad. She garnered over 200 million views on TikTok, was featured on Good Morning America, and even the Dodo did a feature on them. Sadly, all great things come to an end. And nearly a quarter of a century together, their journey was over. Special relationships with pets always capture hearts, but considering the average age for a cat is 15, I guess this really does show that love can keep you going, as Lily wanted to stay with her dad as long as possible.